And in here, it's like a mini vacation. You come in here and you have a good time and you put your phone away and just have a good time.
For 20 years, Royal Bavaria Restaurant has provided a little piece of Germany and more. We'll show you how this iconic restaurant has endured for so long. But first...
So we're very satisfied because my wife says I don't talk as loud as I used to and I'm hearing better.
The latest technology in hearing aids just became available and more at Ideal Hearing Solutions, where a tiny earpiece and a remote control can change the way you hear the world. We'll show you how it works, coming right up. Moore was founded as a train town, and much of its economic livelihood depended on train traffic until the advent of interstate highways. The Moore Train Depot, once located in Old Town Moore, was at one time the hub of that economic activity. You won't find a rail depot in Old Town Moore today, but amazingly, the original structure does exist and isn't that far away. Where does the original Moore Train Depot currently reside? We'll have the answer later in the show. Smokey Davis had a problem.
I have a wife and a daughter, and they kept saying, "Dad, you're talking too loud. You can't hear what's going on." I had to have encouraged my family to tell me they were tired of me going huh all the time. So I did what they asked.
What they asked was that he look into getting a hearing aid, which led him to Gaydon McGee and Ideal Hearing Solutions in Moore.
I do testing specifically for hearing loss and fitting of hearing aids, and I learned all the newest gadgets and instruments, and usually I'm in some kind of training about once a week because the technology is changing fairly fast in this industry.
Which means clients like Smokey can walk out with a tiny hearing aid and even a remote to control it.
We go to a church that they get to singing pretty loud, and I can just keep shutting her down until I can enjoy what I want to hear. This is what is remarkable about this system. It is a user-friendly.
Staying on top of the latest user-friendly hearing technology is something of a specialty at Ideal Hearing Solutions. Operated by a mother and daughter team, the business stocks the most advanced products. Hearing aids aren't what they used to be.
Either I can put something usually very small behind the ear that doesn't show, just a little wire coming around here and into the ear. That technology usually comes with remote controls where you don't have to fiddle with your ear to change programs and volume. They can even get a streamer where their cell phone can go right into their hearing aid like a Bluetooth. They can get attachments for their TV where it can stream straight into their hearing aid, where if their wife doesn't even want to hear that program, the sound can be off on the TV and they can hear it and adjust it to the level that works for them.
I'd known for quite a while that I had some hearing loss, but I didn't realize how much. My wife kept reminding me all the time that I did have hearing loss, and we have constant battle over the television volume and things like that.
But one trip to Ideal Hearing Solutions solved that problem through an easy and painless testing process that's available for free, even if you don't purchase a hearing aid.
The first thing is a hearing test, and you go in the soundproof booth and put on a set of headphones. And the tones that are presented in each ear, you have a clicker and you click, you know, when you hear the tone, when you don't hear the tone. And it's very painless, very quiet in there. You can almost hear your heartbeat. But it allows her to find out exactly where I am, where my level is. And after that, she did some work on the computer, and the same day I walked out probably an hour, hour and a half later with my hearing aid, and it was programmed just for me.
When you come in for an appointment, the first person you'll encounter is Carmen, Gaydon's daughter, creating a family atmosphere that seems to put customers at ease.
They love it. Whenever they come in, they say, "You look just like your mother. I can tell you're Gaydon's daughter," and so they get to chatting and they really like it.
Gaydon and Carmen perform a number of services beyond just selling hearing aids. In addition to free hearing tests, they also provide cleaning and maintenance for most models, in some instances for free.
We do service VA hearing aids for free, so sometimes it's a little more convenient if our office is closer to your home, and there's usually not as long of a wait, so we're more than happy to adjust any VA's hearing aid for free.
Once you purchase a hearing aid from Ideal Hearing Solutions, they usually expect to see you for 2 or 3 additional visits, where they make adjustments to ensure the device is functioning at optimal performance.
But when I come in for an adjustment, I sit down in the chair and it's all wireless. She's working on the computer, and there's changes being made in my hearing aids, and it's completely wireless. And that's amazing to me that they have the technology to that point.
And as is true with most electronics, the technology is getting ever smaller.
Smaller and smaller and smaller. They can't get too much smaller. I can't put them together with my fingernails. But they are tiny. The ones that go in the ear now are very tiny. They don't have to show here unless someone wants the volume control and the buttons to be right in their ear. They can be pretty much invisible or just down in the ear a little ways or barely showing, and then they can use a remote.
All of which leads folks like Smokey Davis to a common conclusion.
So we're very satisfied because my wife says I don't talk as loud as I used to, and I'm hearing better.
For more about Ideal Hearing Solutions, consult the following contact information.
I do cupcakes and cookies and cake pops and about everything. I also do specialty cakes, wedding cakes. And well, I always wanted to have my own bakery ever since I could remember. Actually, I graduated from Moore High School, and then I went to Platt Culinary School, this college right around there. And I worked and decided I could do it on my own, and saved up enough and did it, and I just love it. And then Moore, I grew up here, like I said. It's a really good community and place to be. I think it's really important to support a local business, and I like that it's the mindset of people now, not just to go to the Walmart bakery, just to find your local person and support them, and I think Moore's a really good place.
For 20 years, Moore residents have had a direct route to the southern region of Germany known as Bavaria. From the music to the food to the great German beer, Royal Bavaria Restaurant has become a little piece of Germany in Moore.
And in here, it's like a mini vacation. You come in here and you have a good time, and you put your phone away and just have a good time.
On this particular evening, roasted pig is on the menu and part of the entertainment. Multiple suckling pigs were roasted all day and then rolled around the restaurant on fire before going in the kitchen to be prepared for serving as a special 20th anniversary dish.
20 years in business, still running strong, have a lot of fun, a lot of regular customers, nothing really changed in form of, who we are.
Who they are is an authentic Bavarian restaurant, started by Ulrich Kuhn, who came to Moore from Munich. Along with Ulrich came Andy Gemeiner, a German master chef trained in Bavaria, who crafted the menu and served as head chef. When Uhrig was ready to retire, he turned the restaurant over to Andy.
In 2007, he said, you know, I think it's time for me to retire. Are you interested to take over? Because we worked so long together, we are basically like family. You know, Jörg was like a second dad to me. And so it was just natural for both of us to somehow get an agreement done. I take over and operate the business like he started it.
And now, 20 years later, Andy and his entire family help run the restaurant, including his wife, and even his daughter pitches in from time to time. In fact, Andy encourages kids to give German food a try.
We hate to see kids growing up on just McDonald's or fast food or something. Kids need to, you know, explore food and get used to different dishes out of different countries. And we're trying to make it fun and enjoyable for them here. That's a big thing, you know, it's a family place. And like I said earlier, we have families coming in and 4 generations of them show up, and we know every single person of this family.
In fact, many customers have been coming to Royal Bavaria since the very beginning.
I come here and watched them put the building up. And then I've been a customer here ever since.
Elma sits at a special table called the Stammtisch, where select longtime customers are given privileged seating and unique perks.
Well, I'm one of the original Stammtisch guys here, and I got my own mug. My name's here on the table, so this...
You actually have to be voted into the Stammtisch group by its other members, at which time you get your own place setting and beer mug. One of many German traditions embodied in the old German farmhouse feel and fun atmosphere.
This is very typical of what happens all across Bavaria in the evenings and at lunch. Everything is centered around the dinner table, and that's what it's all about, to sit and share times with friends and family and loved ones.
And of course, enjoy traditional Bavarian food that rivals anything you'll find in Germany.
Bavaria is in the southern part of Germany, and so there's a lot of items you will never see on a menu up in northern Germany or so. The kitchen is very home cooking orientated. What it means, it's comfort food. It makes you feel good, you eat it, and you know, it's just good. It's like grandma used to cook.
If grandma was Bavarian. Unique dishes stream from the kitchen throughout the night, with German names that match their authentic taste.
My favorite thing is the great food. Outstanding food, and especially like tonight, the suckling pig, which is one of my all-time favorites. I've been fortunate enough to travel the world, especially to Germany and around Bavaria, and Andy's food here is just the best.
And then there's dessert.
I tell customers you cannot leave without a dessert. Even if you have to take it home and eat it the next day or later tonight, you just can't leave without one. You cannot get any of the desserts anywhere else. They're really special.
Something else that's very special is the handcrafted beer, brewed right on the premises. In 2005, Uhrig shared his philosophy on beer, which is still strictly followed by Andy today.
We brewed German beer. We brought the brewery from Germany, put it in here. Matter of fact, the supplier was His Royal Highness of Bavaria, the Prince Luitpold of Bavaria. The Germans stick to the so-called purity law, Reinheitsgebot, which was actually established the 2nd of February, 1493. And the Germans stick to that law till today, that beer should be only be brewed out of hops, malt, yeast, and water, 4 natural ingredients.
Andy describes Royal Bavaria Restaurant as an Oktoberfest celebration all year round, making it a great dinner destination for any occasion. For more about Royal Bavaria, consult the following contact information. The Moore train depot was once a hub of economic activity, but you won't find a depot in Moore today. Where does the original Moore depot currently reside? The Moore Train Depot is now the sales office for Sooner Sports and Imports car dealership on South Shields.